In the world of European employment, the shortage of specialists is an incessant problem to the EU economy. EU Commission reported that 42% of companies in Denmark faced problems in the first 3 months of 2022, and the issue as at now 2023 still persists. It looks like the gap increases when more people come into these countries. However, this said gap works to the favor of vibrant Africans, most especially Nigerians willing to take up jobs for a living. As at April 1st, 2023, the Denmark government simplifies its immigration rules to make it easier for foreigners to keep coming to their country to work as a result of the said problem, which has led to the introduction of a classified visa type called the positive list. This is what we shall discuss in this video, as its benefits are everlasting. This positive list contains jobs ranging from white-collar to blue-collar jobs. In fact, you only need a job offer to apply for this visa. No much documentation. The jobs are versatile. Congratulations, Nigerians. Congratulations, Africans. In this video, we will explore 1. The nature of this visa called the positive list visa. 2. Exposure to websites where you can apply for Denmark jobs. 3. Requirements of the positive list visa. 4. How to apply for the visa. 5. The cost of this visa and more. You will also be open to how CareerEdu can help you apply for these jobs to get this visa for you if you need assistance. Welcome to CareerEdu and the topic, relocate to Denmark to work. Let's talk about the nature of this visa. The positive list visa or scheme is an identity that lies in the reality that you have been offered a job in Denmark included on one of the lists of professions experiencing a shortage of skilled or highly qualified professionals in Denmark. The list is divided into 2, the positive list for people with a higher education such as a bachelor degree, and the positive list for skilled work, those without degree. The major difference between the two lies in one being for those without qualifications and the other for those with high qualification. We will attach these lists to the description of this video, so you can be guided when applying for a job on this parameter. It's time to talk about the process of getting started to applying for the visa. Let's look at the first step to take before you start your application. The very first step is to get a job offer. There are lots of jobs spanning from different categories. We suggest you going to these websites to apply for them. But before taking that decision, ensure the category you intend to apply for is in the positive list on any of the categories we discussed. The first is workindenmark.dk. It's a government website set up for you by the Denmark government because they really need you like crazy. You and I know they are literally pleading. In this website, all jobs are in English, not even in the Denmark language. There are over 3,000 jobs available. You can search for jobs here based on industry, location, and job type. To add, the website loads fast. The second is jobindex.dk. This is one of the largest websites in Denmark that contains over 15,000 jobs posting. You can look into the website and start applying. Third, you might look at miscellaneous sites like Indeed.com. There are many persons who are landing their dream jobs by using any of these websites' links. At this point, let's quickly add that if you are feeling you need assistance, no worries. We all at CareerEdu can help you from the A to Z. Let's continue. We will move to step 2. Here, you need to check if you meet up with the eligibility criteria for this visa on any of the categories you intend to apply for. Once you get a job offer through any route, either you did it yourself or used our CareerEdu services, you must check the eligibility criteria for this visa type. Remember, we said previously that this positive list visa is divided into 2 categories. Regardless of the unique category of the positive list, the eligibility includes: first, your job must be in the positive list. Second, your salary and terms of employment must correspond to Danish standards. This means that your salary, holiday entitlements, and terms of notice must not be inferior to the standards within the professional field in which you are going to work. When you apply, you must attach a copy of your employment contract or job offer. All terms of employment must be stated in the contract or the job offer. Third, your salary must be wired to a Danish bank account. Your salary must be paid to a Danish bank account in a bank operating legally in Denmark. Accordingly, your salary cannot be paid to you in cash or to a foreign bank account, nor can expenses for rent, lunch, or similar be deducted before the salary is paid to a Danish bank account. It is not a requirement that the transfer to the Danish bank account must happen from a Danish bank account. There are no immediate limits to the type of bank account you can use. a currency account, or basic bank account can both be used. We have just listed the 4 common eligibility criteria for any of the positive list category you will be applying for. Let's now look at additional ones unique to each categories. For the positive list, for skilled workers in terms of educational obligation, your employing company has to fulfill their educational obligations. In order to be granted a residence permit, based on the positive list for skilled worker, it is a condition that your employer has met their educational obligations regarding training of apprentices. Thus, your employer must be covered by läroplads, AUB. At this point, please ensure to consult your employer to make sure they are covered by läroplads AUB before you apply. For the other category, which is the positive list for people with higher education, you only need a bachelor degree. It is a condition for all job titles on the positive list for people with a higher education that you have a bachelor's degree or above. For example, if you are offered employment as a civil engineer, you must document that you have as a minimum completed a professional bachelor's degree. For some job titles, it is in addition a requirement that you have a Danish authorization or official recognition. Once you are sure you have this set, the next is to apply for the visa. Step 3. Create a case ID on the Denmark immigration website by filling a form. The link to use is nidenmark.dk/en-gb/applying/work/the_positive_lists. The reason why you need to create this case ID is for your application to be tracked and in case you need to appeal the decision on your visa application in the future. Step 4. Prepare the documents you will need to apply for this visa. The document you will prepare are 1. Copy of all pages of your passport, including all empty pages, and the passport's front and back cover. 2. Your employment contract or job offer. This must not be older than 30 days. 3. Documentation of education relevant to the job offered, only if you are applying for the positive list for higher education. This document is not needed if you are applying for the positive list for skilled workers. 4. Documentation of parts of your salary or benefits that do not appear in the employment contract, for example, paid rent for housing or salary paid to you abroad. 5. The receipt showing you have paid for the visa. 6. Completed power of attorney form. This document is only necessary if you authorize a third party to fill the visa application form for you or your employer filled the application form for you. After you are sure you have all these documents, the next step is step 5. It's time to complete your application online. The online application can be completed from 2 categories, namely, between AR1 form or AR6 form. All application forms contain careful instructions on how to complete them and what kind of documents you must submit along with the form. The AR1 form requires you and your employer to complete separate parts of the form, while the AR6 form requires you grant your employer power of attorney to complete the form on your behalf. In the AR1 form, your employer must complete the first of the 2 parts of the form. When your employer has completed his or her part, a reference number and password will be shown to them, which your employer must pass on to you. You will then be able to open the online application and complete your part. In the AR6 form, only your employer must complete the form. Make sure you have all documents ready in digital form in order to attach them as you complete the application form. Step 6. Submit the application and pay online. All fees are regulated every year on the 1st of January. Make sure to create your case order ID, pay the fee, and submit your application in the same calendar year. If you pay the fee before the 1st of January and submit your application after the 1st of January, your application may be rejected. The fee is 4,670 Denmark kroner, which is equivalent to $683. Step 7. Do your biometrics in the Denmark consulate in your home country. When you apply for a residence permit, you must have your biometric features recorded. This means that you must have a facial photo taken and your fingerprints recorded. The facial photo and your fingerprints will be stored on a microchip embedded in the residence card, which will be issued to you if you are granted a permit. If you do not agree to have your biometric features recorded, your application will be rejected. This means that your application will not be processed. You must have your biometric features recorded no later than 14 days after you submitted your application online. But if you are unable to have your biometric features recorded within the time limit of 14 days because you are unable to book an appointment at a Danish diplomatic mission, you can inform the Denmark immigration of the appointed time you will have your biometrics recorded. This way, you can avoid having your application rejected. The embassy for Nigeria is located either in Abuja or Lagos. The one in Abuja is located at 157 Adetokunbo Ademola Crescent, Husai 2, Abuja. While the one in Lagos is at 15 Onisiwo Road, formerly Probin Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. What's the processing time for this visa? It is 1 month. At this point, how can CareerEdu help you move to Denmark? With our years of grounded expertise, we at CareerEdu can help you search for and apply for these jobs. In fact, we will help you with the optimization of your CV to meet up with the Europass standard and to look very attractive to your employers. We will apply to multiple jobs for you consistently and diligently. We will also assist you with the visa application and be your guide from stage 1 till you resume your work in Denmark. Interested individuals for this service should please click on the link in the description below to show interest. Should you have any questions on this, please leave a comment below. Having said all this, we at CareerEdu can help you with the visa application process if you need assistance. In recent times, we have helped over 100 individuals get their visas and book their flight tickets to many countries. With that, we have come to the end of another insightful video. If you haven't already, we all at CareerEdu urge you to please subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll stay connected and never miss out on our latest content. Don't forget to turn on the bell notification icon to receive timely updates whenever we release a new video. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to continuing this journey together. Please share this video.